G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is the M45 tactical shotgun. Now, players of the Halo franchise will probably recognize this thing instantly because that is where it's from. This is probably a direct rip from the games. This mod was from Gun Network, but it's not the UNSC weapons mod that I've looked at in the past. This is a completely separate one called the Misriah Armory, which I believe is the manufacturer of these weapons, which is nice. So a different mod author altogether, which is kind of cool. Getting into these attachments here, first of all, we've got the receivers. We'll go ahead and chuck on the enhanced one. You can have Dragon's Breath for a little bit more energy damage there, and a HE receiver for explosive attacks, but you know what, we'll leave that until later. You can have iron sights or the projected reticule, which is like the equivalent of the reflex sight in Halo, I guess. Very futuristic there. We'll keep the irons, make this thing look as classic self as possible. You can chuck a suppressor on there for less range and better damage there, thanks to Ace Operator. We'll leave that alone for now. We want this thing loud and proud, and we'll change the sight color to purple there, and you can attach a flashlight on. That'll replace your Pip-Boy flashlight there for more of a spotlight there, so it's kind of a nice thing to have on your gun. Of course, you've got some damage multipliers here. If the gun's not quite doing it for you, you can up the damage like that, and if it's too much, you can even take a few off, which is probably, I don't recommend doing that. And of course, you've got the legendary effects there, so we'll test this in Gunner's Plaza. We'll grab a few others with suppressors and reflex sights, and an explosive one, why not? We'll see what this thing can do. Righto, here we are in Gunner's Plaza, as always, with our shotgun. And first person looks pretty good there, and I'd like to make an amendment. The flashlight doesn't replace your Pip-Boy light, it's just there for aesthetics, which is disappointing, but whatever. That's what it looks like when aiming down sights there. It's got a nice sight there. You can get it in your face if you really try, but yeah, in third person, this thing looks tiny. Okay. The scaling is quite not as good as the other Halo weapons mod there, and unless Matilda is a 7'2" Amazon, this thing looks a little bit too small on her hands. Anyways, we'll get stuck into these gunners now, and yeah, this thing, unless you're getting headshots at real close range, it's not going to be doing a lot of damage. And there you can tell there's a little bit of custom animation work with this, which is kind of nice, I suppose. But yeah, unlike the one in Halo, it doesn't reload it from that top little thing there. It reloads from the bottom. But there is another mod out there that is going to add a lot of these Halo weapons into Fallout, and it's going to be a completely legal one, I guess, because all of the assets are going to be handmade from scratch, which is kind of good, and it'll have the proper reload animations courtesy of War Daddy. We'll go for a crit there, and not even a crit to the face with a 12 gauge shotgun can drop these guys. So yes, there's a lot of power weapons with this, power problems with this weapon right now. Plus the reload animations don't always work out, but that's just a problem with the animations in general there. Sometimes they just don't work out. They're not very consistent. Also, we can't one-shot a gunner like that. Interesting. Okay, this one's a piece of shit. We'll move on to the suppressed one and see if that can do any better. With a little bit of extra energy damage, courtesy of Dragon's Breath. Hopefully we can make a little bit better work of these turrets. Also, I lost the animations on the gun for a second. We'll get in nice and close to this lieutenant and give her a crit to the face. And not even that'll drop her instantly, which is disappointing to say the least. So, not liking this shotgun in terms of performance, and aesthetic is okay. Also, don't forget to reload. Just quickly run around from this gunner wielding the Ripper, because, yep, just gotta kill him. There we go. Quickly and finish you off. You've got full health bar. Okay, fuck this. We're grabbing the explosive one. Much better. Also, the explosive sounds are not of the vanilla variety, so this thing sounds like it actually packs a lot of power whilst firing these explosive bullets there. And now it has probably crossed the grounds of overpoweredness, so in terms of balance, there's probably some things that need to be looked at here. Although, granted, I am playing this on very hard, which is a very stupid game mode. Enemies are needlessly tanky, and yeah, they can survive what they probably shouldn't in real life. I've always preferred New Vegas's style of balancing better. We'll quickly go ahead and finish off that commander. And there's Captain Bridget. We got a knockdown on her due to the turret blowing up. We'll go for a crit there. And we got a lot of explosions going there. I think I've crippled her legs though. You just keep doing whatever you're doing, and I'll see you in hell, Captain Bridget. Now, we'll quickly go up to this melee dude, which I believe I missed in the last couple of videos, so whoops. Says a melee dude. Well, guess what? You get a lot of explosions around you. Ah, yes, doing much better damage now. Probably too much. Again, this the balance of this is a little bit on the poor side, and still this thing, it feels too little in your hands there. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe the ports wasn't exactly scaled properly, but if you're using power armor and using this, which should be more in proportion, also the reload animations are really slow in third person, so make sure you switch to first person to reload if you want to get it done before next Christmas. And yeah, if you want to use this thing with power armor, it's going to look like the tiniest thing in the world. Although next to a regular combat shotgun, it'll look around the same size, I suppose. So, a pretty lackluster weapon, all things considered. Certainly not helped by its animations and its time between shots there. So, a definite buff is recommended there. Also, we've lost our animations again. There they are. Okay, so that was the M45 tactical shotgun there. Not to my liking, unfortunately. We'll move on to something else. Okay, so instead of clearing out a couple more locations that I usually clear out, we'll just go ahead and run the gauntlet here. So first of all, we've got some raiders to deal with. We'll just quickly finish them off. Hey, you look like rain. Also, we've just got 7 million damage on that guy, which is good. As you can tell here, even these mid-level raiders seem to be able to tank all of my shots with the 12 gauge M45 tactical shotgun very well. So obviously this thing's firing rounds that are less than ideal, or just firing off rounds that aren't that good. Also, level 2 scavengers can survive a point-blank blast of this, so yeah, there's something definitely wrong with the damage output on this, so we'll switch over to our Dragon's Breath 1, there she is, and then we'll just get this thing reloaded. No need to get out of the way of these bullets, because he's only firing crappy pipe pistols, and down you go there with a spectacular little stunt double there. And of course, let's go ahead and take out some more mid-level raiders, but I'm not sure how this old one with Dragon's Breath will go, even with the extra damage that you get out of Ace Operator. And, oh, how do I get up? Up here, I think. Nope, this place is just a whole flooded shithole. Fine. Luckily, we've got Aqua Girl, and we are thus undetectable once we're going around like this. And we can pop up here, and we should be good to go from there. So entering sneak mode here, we'll use this as a sneaky shotgun. Okay, it worked well until there was a huge explosion for some reason. And yes, as you can tell there, even with the extra damage that you do get with the suppressor thanks to Ace Operator, this thing just doesn't hit hard enough to be viable in any situation. These guys are mid-level raiders. A standard Gauss rifle would be destroying them, at least one-shotting them every time. So alas, we'll switch back over to our explosive one, and there we go, there's those cool animations in third person there. Don't think the animations are the authors though, he's just chucked one of these weapons, rigged it all up to be the same, so yeah, unless they've got specific permission to do it, but I'm pretty sure I've seen these animations before. Okay, looks like our next foes are up here. We'll go for a crit shotgun blast, that kill you nice and easily, and how do I get up there? Alright, there's another legendary raider over there. You've probably got a weapon that I'd rather use on right now. Probably some sort of radium rifle, that's what I'm guessing. But we'll probably never know. Anyways, we'll go ahead and crit this veteran over there. Shoot a bullet for some reason. And then now they're dead. And one more crit, why not? We'll just finish these guys off from a little bit of range there. Nice and clear. Very good. So, yes, even with the explosive thing pulling no punches, it can still do okay with the criticals, but nothing too spectacular. And to finish off this sweep of the Commonwealth in this sort of direction, let's go ahead and kill some mid-level crabby dudes. So, Mr. Razorclaw, you'll get one-shotted. We've got a Mirelurk Hunter of the basic variety, he'll die. Also, we've got a notification to defend a checkpoint. I don't know what checkpoint they're talking about. There's a legendary Mirelurk King there. We can make good old crab sticks of him in just a second. There's a bit of gunfire going on in the background. I think that's the checkpoint I need to... it's over here. I think I saw blue lasers. Also, softshell Mirelurk. Yeah, anything's going to make short work of them. Looks like some synth remnants, eh? Well, looks like it's a perfect way to finish off this video by blasting some evil robot dudes. Okay. Whoops, I think I just hit my own dude there. Synth leader is dead, and Trooper will just quickly finish you off since you are not immobile, and you can die now. And looks like we've got a synth eradicator there, level scaling synth dude, so he's going to be tougher. Would you please step away from the synth before I blast him? Alright, this should probably kill him. There we go.
We may have liberated the Commonwealth, but our job is far from over.
What happened to your squad?
May the Institute's fall be a lesson
Anyways,
to anyone.
so I think that is about it for this shotgun. Performance-wise, it sucks, but aesthetic and animations-wise, even though it's not exactly how you'd reload it in the games, it is actually pretty good. I'm not too happy about this being tiny, unless, again, Matilda's like a 12'7" Amazonian warrior. I don't think this thing is properly scaled, but yes, it's a pretty good weapon. It's nice, so I'm going to leave a link in the description if you're interested, although I suggest downloading the much superior UNSC weapons mod there. That seems to be a little bit better than this, although the shotgun animations are yet to be done by War Daddy in that one. So maybe if you want the shotgun, grab this mod and go both with the UNSC and Misriah armories. There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you for watching, guys.